They'll need to do better. Away we go then with this first set here at the FIVB Volleyball World Cup. China serving, Russia receiving. Best of 5 sets. And it's a perfect start for China. A block against Sherban. That looks, well, that was very close. I think we're going to have a challenge, and we are. I thought that was close to the line. It has to actually hit the line to be in. So we're having a challenge on the second point of the game. I said we might have a few challenges, and we got one already. So the ball has to actually touch the line. They'll use the footage. The ball compressing down onto the line, touching it is in. It could be an ace. It could be 2-0 for China, or it might just stay at 1-1. We'll see shortly. So the official review is, oh, it's well in. Perfect start for China. Good challenge by the coach, Jenny Lang Ping. And already Russia are on the back foot, and something for Yuri Marichev to think about. It will be China's number 9 to serve again, Zhang Changning. Well, that's just a bit of a warning to Russia, I think, about how China are coming after them in this game, and also the fact that Ogniacheva, whilst she did get the ball away and she is the go-to hitter for Russia, both sets of blockers getting a touch on that ball. Fetisova now for Russia. And that's also very good for Russia, being able to stop Zhu Ting. Scramble play, another chance for China. A belter from Zhang Changning, but it stays in play. Zhu Ting again, this time she puts it down. That one went straight up between the legs of Fetisova. I'm not sure she knew much about that one. What a swing from Zhu Ting to get the better of Ogniacheva. Great battle between those two during the course of this game as they're lined up against each other. Zhu Ting trying to block Ogniacheva, Ogniacheva trying to block Zhu Ting. Good serve from China. That's a great block from China. Yan Ni straight in onto the action. And unsurprisingly, Russia have called a timeout. Statement of intent from China. Trouble for Russia. Massive block from Yan Ni.
Значит, Яна посмотрит стык, а ты примешь. Все. Спокойно. Да, не надо, не надо.
So Marichev burning a timeout already, does have another one left, plus we'll have a technical timeout at 8 and 16. But right now, China making all the running. Koshaleva hasn't done anything yet. Has a chance to. And an error from Ogniacheva. Marichev thinks about maybe challenging, but no one looking at him from his team. Ogniacheva knew she'd made the error. Body language can say a lot, and it says that Russia are rattled right now. Ooh. Well, not the best of sets, a bit of a throw from Russia. Lubiskina gets the point. But it's not quite going according to plan at the moment for the team in red. Ogniacheva will serve. Well, that's what China are going to have to be wary of. It's all very well running the combination plays. They do like to bring the outside hitter in close to the setter or inside, but that's straight into where Russia were waiting. So nice blocking from Russia. Now, one thing also Russia do, they serve over a stack. It's within the rules. It's not perhaps how the game should be played. But if it's not illegal, nothing to stop you from doing it. Big throwdown, and I think we're going to have a challenge here from Marichev. That initial swing from number 8, Zhen Chunlier, on the back row. And I think he thinks that she touched the 3-meter line with her attack. So it was the first attack from Russia in the from China in the back row when she went to attack the ball. So they're just going to have a look at that, which means we could end up being 4-5 and not 3-6. Did Zheng Chunlier touch the 3-meter line as she took off from the back row to have an attack? So the official review says no fault. But I don't think he's looking at the... See, the trouble is, Zhen Chunlier had 2 attacks from the back row, but which one did they just show? Did they show the first one or did they show the second one? So it was the first attack that they were looking at, and that seemed to have been no fault. So China have the point. And they have another one now as well. Lubishkina with nowhere to go. So as we reach the technical timeout, this is perfect for China right now. They're leading by 5, and Russia really don't know what's hit them. Well, I don't think China could have believed they'd get off to this start. There was a lot of talk beforehand. A lot of the Chinese press and Chinese fans were a little bit nervous about how China would come out and attack, and would they play? Would they be mentally ready to play? But the rotation that Jenny Lang Ping has put clearly shows that statement of intent. She's done really well so far. Zhang Changning, number 9, hasn't had to do anything. She's served for a bit. She's done a little bit of D, but she's been covered up in pass. And China very much on the front foot here. Once again, the block holds firm. Koshaleva's having no joy, but it is all smiles. Look at that brilliant block from Yan Ni. She knew where the attack was coming, and that's what the bench thought of it as well. How long can China keep this going? Good serve, Malova being forced to move. Oh, it's another huge block. This time, Sherban is put down. And watch Lubishkina here at number 7. She just stood watching. It comes to her. She could play it. And she didn't want to. Timeout called by Russia. Well, welcome to the game, Russia. China are ready to play, but right now, Marichev's team aren't.
Надо сделать по краям чуть пошире передачу. Чуть пошире. Прием есть сейчас. Пас был узкий. Прямо на руках есть. Дай контейнер. Я не контейнер. Тоже передачу. Тогда мы растянем с краев. Первым темпом поиграйте, пожалуйста. Давайте, все.
Well, on the plus side, Marichev will be telling his team, look, there's an awful long way to go in this match yet. This is only the first set, and we're not even to the second technical timeout. Still time, in fact, to come back in this set, let alone the match. At least that's what he'll be telling the team. Shen Jingxi serves. Good up from Malova. Zhu Ting waiting, pouncing, and another point for China. Well, it's getting better and better for them, and now Marachev calling to the bench. There's going to be substitutions. So double substitution starts. Seva comes in from Obmiacheva, so she goes become the setter. And Kosyanenko goes out and is replaced by number 17, Natalia Malik. Jingxi once again. And rolling here, and Russia are reeling. Well, this set is going to be over in a flash here for Russia if they are not careful. Good up, just a little bit too far out of the reach of Zhu Ting. At last, Russia have the ball back. Nice ball in from Zhu Ting, and a great pickup by the captain, by the setter, Shen Jingxi. Again, blocking, holding firm for China. Free ball now for them. Zhu Ting steps in, that takes her out of the play, but it doesn't matter. Yan Ni delivers. A little bit of confusion for China, but luckily for them, they get away with it. Excellent swing from Yan Ni. Well, the first notable error from China. Zhu Ting into the net, Jenny Langping just sitting there quietly, and she'll stay sitting there for as long as China play like this, whereas Marachev at the moment is walking around like a cat on a hot tin roof as he tries to salvage this first set for his team. Well, that may help things, because that's the first swing for Zhang Changning. And it's an error from her. Lyubushkina with the serve. Oh, clever play. Zhu Ting rolling that ball over. Now Marachev is complaining, and he's going to get himself a card here, I think. The referee will call the captain over. He claimed there should have been a double touch on the play, but actually there was nothing wrong with the play. It was just a freak kind of play where the China played, didn't play the ball, and Russia didn't block it back. It just kind of rolled over the net. So just a warning to the coach by the captain from the referee. Next time there'll be cards. He's still not happy, is he? Yan Ni with the serve. Malik gets it off the block and out. So Russia deciding not to reverse their double substitution for the moment. And that sends Obmiacheva, just goes straight back to the pig pen. She goes to put her tracksuit top on. She knows it's not, she may not get back on in this set. Good hustle from Russia, keeping the ball alive. And a great block from them as well. Again, Russia sticking to the task, keeping that ball off the floor. That's a really good lead. Shen Jingxi thought about playing it, decided better of it. And so China have the ball back. So China unable to stop that attack from Koshilova. Will do her confidence the world of good. However, China looking to side out to get us to the second technical timeout. Good up from Malik. Nice pick up by the libero as well. In lead, but it's free ball knocked out for Russia. And it goes down. Sherban delivers. And Russia appear to have ridden the storm somewhat. They're now back on track. They're getting some momentum, finding a bit of rhythm as well, aren't they? Karachev not clutching his clipboard quite so tightly. Swing. Zhang Jiangning puts that one off the block and out. So second technical timeout. China leading by 6. This is the view from the referee. The referee's here wearing head cams, or a head cam, just the one camera. Plenty of support here for China, making plenty of noise, making their presence felt as well, spurring the team on. It seems to be doing the business, doesn't it? 16-10. They always knew that Russia were going to play tough. I don't think they expected to get away to such an early lead. Cheva just a bystander at the moment. She wasn't used extensively against the USA. Kostyanenko distributed the ball very well, which gave the USA all sorts of problems when Russia beat them 3-0. But it's Russia on the back foot here. And again, tough serving from China. That's the one thing they knew they were always going to have to do in this game. And they are doing it. This tough surfing is reducing Russia's hitting options and making it easier for the block to function. And that time Sherban puts it away down the line. Really good swing from her. Good arm swing, nice high finish. She's always going to have the advantage over the setter, Shen Jingxi. It's a mismatch that China are going to have to deal with in the same way. But Shen Jiangning will be attacking over Kostyanenko, or in this case it's Startsieva, so that might work in Russia's favour. Free ball for China. Oh, brilliant play. The slide behind, completely catching Russia by surprise. They thought that was going to be closer into the setter, and both players for Russia going with the ball. Lovely pick up by Malik. But China got themselves a free swing. Yang Junjing. Well watched, so that was unlucky. Nice pick up by Zheng Chunlier. Unfortunately though, number 17 Yan Ni couldn't follow it up. Good pick up by Malova. Well, clever play from Russia, but equally clever play from Zheng Jingxi. Russia played that over, free ball to the setter to stop her putting an attack up. So what did she do? She put up an attack anyway, gave it straight to Zhu Ting, who was ready on the same wavelength, and puts it away. Zheng Jingxi with the serve. Good chase by Zhu Ting. Kept in play by China. Russia can have the attack, and this time they get the job done. Showdown to serve. Great ball in. Good up by Malova. There's such a high level of volleyball that we are watching. Everybody working so hard. Really good pickup by Zhang Chengning, former beach player. Spent 2 years on the sand, then came indoors, so expected to make those kind of plays. But what a good swing that was by the captain, Zheng Chunlier. I mean, Zhu Ting now serving for China. Well, pickup made, but it was a net touch by China in the process, so Russia have the ball. Urbashkina will serve. That's too tight to the net, but somehow Russia come up with a point. Zhang Chengning should have been all over that one. And it was a passive block, and now China call the timeout. Interesting serving tactics being employed by Russia. Most teams have gone after number 9, Zheng Chengning. Russia are going after Zhu Ting, number 2.
另外一个，现在大家注意一下啊，凡是他们习惯线全部都改了，等于我们刚才光来1号指的鞋，他现在打直啊、吊啊，他变这个了。我们这个防守直线防1号要往里一跑点，他的这个线，他这个是拍过来的，但是他有吊起来。直线我想他下的比较没有。
Urbashkina once again. Zhu Ting the target once again, and a good strategy this from Russia. They've obviously seen something in Zhu Ting's passing that they feel they can work, and it's doing exactly that, isn't it? Urbashkina once again. Really good dig, massive swing. Oh, what a dig that was. And Russia come up with the point again, so just 3 behind now. Not that much wriggle room left for China. 2 blockers up to stop the combination play. Ball's blasted into the block. So there are going to be a few changes here for China. They try to stop the rock. And first change, Zhang Chengning is out, and in her place is Liu Xiaotong. A like-for-like replacement. Russia's showing some real character here after that opening to this set. Now just 2 behind. Better ball in from Zhu Ting. And now Russia are unable to stop China's attack. It's all about the first pass. Put up options, put pressure on the block. Lovely swing from Zheng Chunlie to find the line. Li with the serve. And the block did a good job of slowing the ball down. Zhu Ting really not deep enough at 6. If she'd been a little bit deeper, she probably would have got onto that one. So Russia now reversing their double substitution. Kostyanenko comes back in, Ogniacheva comes back in. And what a time as well, into the front row for Ogniacheva. Kostyanenko with the serve. Good up from Malova. Oh, really good play from Liu Xiaotong, but not such good play from Zhu Ting. And Russia, well, goodness me, what a comeback from them. I don't think anyone would have predicted the start to this set. I'm pretty sure no one would have predicted the way in which Russia have responded. Good block from Fedisova. Somehow that ball is put down by China. There appeared to be no room at all for Yang Junjing to work with, but China have the point. Jenny Langping screaming at her team as to what she wants doing here. 3 front row attackers for Russia, plus the back attack. And they knew it was going to go behind, but they still couldn't stop it. Koshileva puts it down. China's mentality now is about their side out. If they can side out successfully, they can side out to take this first set. Psychologically, if they were to fail to do that and Russia took it, then that would be absolutely massive in the context of this game. And Russia would be feeling like they could probably go on to take it 3-0. So already we're reaching a pivotal moment in the match in this first set. Great dig from Malova. And a great put away from Sherban, and Russia have levelled. A double sub now by China. So Liu Yanhan's coming in for Shen Jingxi. Off goes the captain, Zheng Chunlie, and in her place comes Ding Xian, number 16, the setter. 3 front row attackers. Good ball in. Oh dear, why would Ding Xiao want to go there on the back row attack when there's 3 front court attackers available? Russia keeping that ball off the floor. Better opportunity now for China. Liu Yanhan, though, can't find a decent swing. Ogniacheva does. Good pick up by Zhu Ting. And again. Oh, brilliant play. Kostyanenko is a bit tight to the net. And still the rally continues. Now Zhu Ting with a better ball. And down it goes. Well, that was a heart-in-your-mouth moment for China. And for Russia as well. And Zhu Ting finds the seam in the block. Goodness me, what a first set. If you're enjoying it, let us know. Hashtag FIVBWW Cup. Get involved on Twitter. As to which one of these 2 teams will win an Olympic ticket. Not so much is at stake. Fetisova with the serve. Side out here for China, they'd have set point. And they have set point. And it has to be the direct route, doesn't it? High ball out to Zhu Ting. Let her take the block on, see what she can do. That is what she can do. Now, Jenny Langping's off the seat. She's barking out some instructions. Perhaps a special play. They're going to bank up on a player. Ogmiacheva, the likely target. And she was the likely target. China knew it was coming. And China take the first set, 25-23. And with the way that that set went, China will be feeling delighted and actually psychologically feel the stronger of the two teams, because they raced away in that first set. Then Russia pegged them back and got level, but China dug in to take the set 25-23. What an opener to this match. So there are your set statistics. Look at that, it's pretty much even throughout that, but it's China with the 3 extra blocks and offset by the 1 extra error. So the 2-point difference being the 2 blocks that China are able to make. And nice play as well. Here are the highlights. So the first battle won by China, but the question is, who is going to win the war in this best of 5 sets? And really the perfect start for China, then topped off as well. They kind of allowed Russia back in, but the way in which they then were able to finish things off showed that they've got all the qualities, they've got the game plan, and there's every opportunity for them here to win this game. But the mentality needs to be that they should fully expect that it should go to 5 and be capable of winning in the 5th if necessary. When Russia lost to Serbia, Russia took the first 2 sets. Then they were beaten to 14-23 before losing the 5th set 15-12. There we go then with the second set. It's Russia with the serve, China looking for instant side out. They're not going to get it. Ogmiacheva gets a swing and puts the ball away from the back row. Shaban once again. In fact, it's not even going to be spared we are going to be spared the challenge because referee says it's in, and China not complaining. So Sherban serves again. Russia 2-0. That one won't come back. Interesting what Russia are doing is they are not going after the front court swing hitter for China, no matter who it is. They're going after the other player. In this instance, they were going after Zhang Ning. Now Zhu Ting's into the front row. It's still there at 3 now. We'll go back to 4 to block. And Ni alongside Shen Jingxi. And Russia's tactic will be always to go over the top of Shen Jingxi with a high ball out wide. There is nothing that Shen Jingxi can do about that. But that's an instance where the defender has to stand behind the blocker because Russia are going over the top of the blocker. Oh, the tip lands in between 4 players. Everybody stood watching with the old after you. No, after you. Well, look at that. So Russia get off to a great start. China comes straight back again. Ball in by Malova. So that's off the block and out of play. Yan Ni caught it. Fedosova will have the point. So error from Russia. And this game's settling down now, somewhat, although for Melichev, he's still not going to be a cool and calm coach, certainly not as much as Lang Ping, although saying that, Jenny Lang Ping now also out of her seat. And that's a top serve from Zhu Ting. Well, this is the area where China knew it was going to be an opportunity for them to score points. Although that's just Malova thinking about something else completely, I think. Koshaleva. Oh, good ball in from Yan Ni. The middle blocker passing the ball. And then the captain, Zheng Chunlier, putting it away. It's serving pressure, isn't it? And it doesn't matter, and I know I may have said it before, but for those of you who haven't heard it, it doesn't matter what level you're playing this game at. The top level that we're witnessing here, or even maybe just a game of local league volleyball, serving is key. Serve tough, put the other team under pressure. If it doesn't come back, brilliant. If you can get it back as a free ball or an off ball, that's the next best thing. Or an overpass that the front row player smashes away. Serve tough, always serve tough. So the next point will send us into the technical timeout, but who's going to have their nose in front? Will it be Russia? Or will it be China? Fetisova to serve. Pasinkova has come in. He's replacing Shirban at the moment. So the error. Well, we're going to have a challenge first, though. Well, I think Fetisova's language said it all. She said, from her look on her face, oh, I've missed. But Manachev maybe has seen something that nobody else has. Was it in? Was it out? So in, out, check it all out. As the saying goes, the challenge system in operation yet again. Did Fetisova get an ace and not know it? Or was she right with her expression and she didn't catch the line? No, she didn't, did she? Crikey. Well, it might as well have been in the next county. That's how far out it was. So, technical timeout number 1 in his second set. All to play for, but China have the edge. If you do get a chance to watch a game of volleyball and you get to pick a seat or you can move around, take the opportunity to watch a game from the end of the court, from the baseline. And you'll get to see so much more than you do from sitting sideways. You see the movement of the ball, you see how the players are moving, you'll see the speed of the ball as well, how quickly it does move out wide. And you can certainly see how the ball moves from serve and how it drops so quickly, which is exactly what happened with that serve by Zheng Chunlier. That dropped like a stone right in front of the passing unit. So China giving Russia a taste of their own medicine here by serving over a stack. And Malova struggling to see the ball. Puts Russia in trouble, and that 1-foot Yahoo not working. So some head scratching and neck rubbing from Marichev as he tries to figure out what to do. Chunlier serves again. Great pick up. That's a bit tight. And it's a great block. Zhang Chengning paying attention to what was going on. It almost ended in disaster for China because the ball was picked up by the libero, number 15, Lin Li, who then didn't know who was going to come and play it. And the setter, Shen Jingxi, almost knocked her into the middle of next week, didn't she, to get in there and put it up for the swing. It's another really good serve that gives China free ball. Although not such a good play from the setter to go over on 2. But it doesn't matter because the ball pinballs around off the block and down. And Russia again going through this patch of play where they just don't know what to do. They have no answer. Good late blocking from China to stop Ogmiacheva. And in fact, it's the setter, Shen Jingxi, out of position, acting as a middle blocker to get that ball down. Shirban comes back in. Pasinkova goes back off. And after that bright start from Russia, 3-0 up, China now leading by 5. So the back attack successful. Another change here coming for Russia. Well, you don't want to take your eyes off this one for a moment, do you? What a great game of volleyball. Very, very good play indeed. And so you start to analyse the game, those of you that like your tactics and looking at how the teams are playing. One thing that China aren't doing so much, which they did an awful lot against other teams, is they're not really running that slide behind a great deal. They know that Russia are very good at that. They must have analysed the game yesterday against the USA and saw how Russia were able to shut down that slide behind that Akinmadou and Dietzen tried to run. And they have stopped that from happening. Well, you can't challenge. I think you might be able to challenge ball in out, but that's deemed to have gone off the block and out of play. There is a slight area of contention at the moment around the challenge, and a particular challenge that you may or may not have. You can challenge block touch, but you cannot challenge block touch if the ball is given against you as 4 touches, as in it didn't go into the block but it hit the net. So it's a slightly a grey area at the moment. That's a really good block out from Zhu Ting. And as I was saying, China's got their tactics right. They're running the slide, but they're using it as their dummy run and putting the ball out wide. I'm not sure how to deal with it, and they certainly don't know how to deal with this block that China are putting up. Off the back of their tough serving, China's block is probably, outside of Serbia's, the best we've got in the tournament. Serbia had 22 kill blocks against the USA in their game where they beat them. And so they're showing again just how good they are as blockers, tall, disciplined across the net. Now, surely Zhu Ting was waiting for that to come on her side, and also saying that actually that ball's being attacked over the net. It's a back row setter. The referee having none of it, saying that Zhu Ting was impetuous and played the ball on the side of Russia. So Libyashkina serves. That's too tight. That's definitely on Russia's side. Although somehow it stays in play. China come again. And now they're in trouble. Well, they're going to have another swing. Zhu Ting waits, watches, pounces, but doesn't find the sideline. And now Koshileva's having a chat to the ref about the fact that China were way under the net. Nobody was way under the net. Zhu Ting was close to the net. She was on the centre line. So Russia looking externally at the moment to try and make things happen and not concentrating hard enough on what's happening in front of them. Very nice. It's all about that ball, and even with just 2 front court attackers, the front court setter, if there's a good pass, Yanni is able to go on that, be quick, and even with Fetisova committing, Yanni able to get the ball on the floor. And at the technical timeout number 2, China leading by 5 and by 1 set to nothing. Well, this is where China will want to go and press home this advantage now. Russia need to take risks. They're going to be chasing the game, which means they're more likely to make errors, which favours China. That was brilliant. Koshileva only ever after one thing, and that was block out. High hands off Zhu Ting, who had moved over to position 2 to block, so China moving their block around to try and match up against Russia. Nice, clever play. Yan Ni. You don't get 2 points for hitting it hard. He's just got to hit the floor. It doesn't matter whether you tip it, roll it, volley it, dig it, or spike it. If it lands in court, goes off the block and out, you will get your point. Zhu Ting. Almost kept off the floor. Block slowing it down. Koshileva comes up with the point. She'll go back to serve now, which puts Sherban into the front row. With Fedosova and Statsieva. Statsieva, the taller setter, which is why Kosciuszynsko's still on the bench at the moment. Great up from Malova. She's been quiet in this set. However, the ball that Russia are putting into transition is just getting too close to the net. And China are too good with their block for you to do that against them. In position, up, across. And actually, Yan Ni was waiting for the throwdown, wasn't she? Hours and hours and hours on the practice courts doing that exact play. Setter out of position, setting from position 6 to a hitter waiting against 3 blockers. And China, well, it looks like this could be 2-0, dare I say it. What can Russia do to get back into it?
Понятно, что там Женька могла чуть повыше, Яна тоже могла. Бей фланцы как раз, рискуйте. Сейчас надо порисковать, девочки. Ничего страшного, бейте, рискуйте. Посмелее, давай.
Yan Ni with the serve. Good pick up by Zhu Ting. Waiting. The tip ball won't find the floor, but Russia out of system here now. Better chance maybe for China. And the middle attack working. Well, it's getting better and better and better for China. And there doesn't seem much that Russia can do at the moment. They're getting a taste of their own medicine here, that medicine that they dished out to the USA. China pinched a bottle of it, and they're dishing it out here to Russia. Great pickup. But not at the second time of asking. Well, it's not often you see middle blockers making pickups like that. They're bonuses. And Yan Ni almost did it again. But she can go and take a rest now. Comes the libero, Lin Li. When Zheng Chunye is on form like she is at the moment, she's very difficult to stop. Look at that, comes inside, draws the block inside, and had a good 2 meters of line to work with. Russia in trouble again here. And now Zhu Ting opens up the heart of Russia's defense, hammers the ball away. Great setting, great distribution. Look at that, she gets a free swing through the middle on that backcourt pipe. Russia are at 6s and 7s. They don't know what to do. They don't have any answers. Surely China are going to be 2-0 up.
Смотрите, сейчас надо начать с приема. Мы вам подскажем, куда будет зона. Надо постараться сделать. Может поиграть чуть-чуть Таня. Таня первый темп. Остальные пока могут сделать небольшую паузу. Хорошо же? Давай. Все, поехали.
This is one of those games where the Chinese team are playing some really good volleyball, and I'd imagine that they haven't even looked at the scoreboard. They're just in the zone here. Don't be surprised if they take this set, that they're probably going to go back and think about the next point when they've already won it. But that is just quality and summing up the way China are playing at the moment. A free swing, you do not give her a free swing. Orlova's first introduction to the match. Could she be a game changer? Right now they just have to think about getting this set back. Let's have your thoughts as well. Hashtag FIVB WW Cup. We're witnessing a fantastic game here on many levels, not just the way that China are playing, their tactics, what they've done, the way that Russia are trying to come back, the way that Russia are trying to play their game, the way that China are mixing up where they're putting their blockers. It really is fascinating to watch, and then add into that some world-class athletes hitting the ball extremely hard from really high points above the net. Russia then, having got their side out, get the serve. And they get themselves another point, but that ball has gone out and it hit the floor before it hit the opposite players. I was just lucky because Zheng Chunlier went after that one. I think they're going to check though, ball in, ball out. So Mr. Conseil, the second referee, getting the instruction from Yuri Marichev, which goes up to the challenge ref. Did the ball land in or did it land out? How are China on set point? Or is it going to be 16-23? So the official review, I think it's out. It is out. It is set point for China, and it's a real headache here for Yuri Marichev. Well, he can shake his head and shrug his shoulders all he likes. His team are being outplayed at the moment, and it's not as if Russia are playing particularly badly. But China's serving has been really tough. Russia's has been good. They've been putting Zhu Ting under pressure. They've been putting Zheng Chengning, the server, under pressure. Again, another ball tight to the net. And still the rally continues. Oh, goodness me. Well, that sums up really the way that that set's gone for Russia. China take it. They lead 2-0 here, and now are one set away from a place in the Olympics, potentially. They still have Japan to play on the last day, and they can be a banana skin for anybody. But right now, it is looking brilliant for China. So let's have a look at the stats. What do they tell us? Well, not the whole picture, that's for sure, but China certainly out-attacked Russia, and 5 blocks to 2, and just 3 errors. Well, China notoriously mean and stingy when it comes to errors. They're probably the one team here that have made less errors than anybody else. But right now, it's brilliant as far as they're concerned. 2-0 up. They've got to dismiss that, though. They can't dwell on that. They've got a good cushion here, but there's still potentially 3 more sets to play. 3 sets that Russia could win to take the match. And that's what they'll be believing right now. As we look at Koshileva and Ogniacheva, they're having to cling on to that. It's a must-win set for Russia. But China will surely be going out, just as they did at the start of set 1. And as they did through the middle of set 2. And just try and get away from Russia as quickly as possible. Does raise the question as to whether or not Statsieva should be starting this set ahead of Kosciuszko. But it's Kosciuszko who's waiting down on court to go back on. Fedosova's been very quiet. Well, as I mentioned, there was a lot of talk about what China needed to do. Could they win? Did they have the qualities to do it? They're showing that they have those qualities, and the way they've gone about their job here has been fantastic. The serving, the blocking, and the distribution as well by Shen Jingxi, and showing exactly why she's the #1 of the 3 setters that China currently have available to them. And a great rescue as well by Ding Xia when she came in that first set. So Zhu Ting waiting, no changes for China, as you might expect. It's working for them right now, but changes for Russia. Number 12 is in. So Ekaterina Orlova comes in. Away we go then with set number 3. China with the serve, leading 2-0. Orlova puts a decent ball in. And Ogniacheva does what she does best. Oh, brilliant. Zheng Chunlier, such a skill player. Really good control. Able to get in good positions. That is a brilliant swing from her to find the corner of the court. Fedosowa makes an impact. Carry called against Dian Ni. She's not too happy about it. So China have the ball back. This one's a slightly more settled set, isn't it, at the moment, as teams go point for point. Well, it's such a good matchup for China right now. Zhu Ting against Ogniacheva. She's definitely had the upper hand in this match. And Ogniacheva just frustrated, isn't she? And she's being frustrated by China's blocking, China's defense. Shen Jingxi with the serve. Good touch, not such good covering though. Well, you get 3 blockers up, you've got to take your defender at 5 around to cover the gap. Unfortunately, Lin Li was caught napping, and that big area of court didn't get covered. Sherban with the serve. Koshaleva into the front row. And again, big stack. You can see that Russia put up. They serve over to make it difficult for China to see the ball. Ting does well to keep it in play. That's better from Russia. And now they lead by 2. And it'd be so easy for China to let this slip now, having got those first 2 sets. You kind of think, well, the job's pretty much done, but it is far from done. Russia know that. Top ball in. Although a little tight to the net. And Shen Jingxi does very well to get it behind. And actually, Zheng Chunlier does also well just to get it over the net. So China get the point, have the ball. Scrappy play, they don't care. Zhu Ting to serve. It's a big hit from Koshaleva up against 2 of China's biggest blockers, but a big gap. Zhang Chengning a little bit late. And you can see that they're putting Zheng Chunlier, the opposite player for China, out to position 4 in defense to put a bigger block up against Russia's Koshaleva and Sherban. Zheng Chengning just tried to bury that one, apologises to her teammates for the lack of thought. And it's Orlova who makes a very good block. Well, the mismatch for China right now is Zhang Changning against Kosyanenko, so a high ball wide by the antenna should be good if they can control the ball. Free ball here for Russia. It could be 8-4 into the technical timeout. And it is 8-4 into the technical timeout, so Russia are fighting back in this 3rd set. They are, however, 2 sets to nothing back.
Еще, пожалуйста, будет какая-то ситуация очень тяжелая, попросите его, как находит. Я, дай сюда. Кто-то побежал туда, выкинуть повыше, рисковать. Да, поехали.
The introduction of Orlova just seems to settle things down a little bit for Russia. Plus their serving pressure has increased. China struggling to deal with that a little bit. Ting's really struggling, isn't she? China trying to make out the ball still on their side of the net. The referee having none of it. Zhu Ting knows it was a bad pass. Koshaleva gets the point. Better server serves again. Ogniacheva wasn't going to hurt herself. So China have the ball back, 4 behind. But still very early in this set. They won't feel that it's too much of an imposition for them to get back into it. We've seen Russia do it. China, with this 2-set advantage, it's always still a bit of a tightrope that Russia are walking. And they get straight back to business. And Zheng Chunlie is actually really taking the game to China. She's coming up from China to Russia, coming up with those really good shots, able to pin the cross court, but then swing onto the line. Any gap she's left, she's put the ball into. China trying to stop Russia again, and it's an unforced error. Cheva doesn't find the court, and what was a 4-point deficit is now only 2. Really good pickup by Zhu Ting. And he's serving again. Good touch. Has that caught the hands? Yes, it has. Kostyanenko just trying to kid the referee. But that's not going to happen. One behind then. And so Russia called timeout. Serbia, as expected, have won their game 3-0 against Kenya.
Надо передернуть чуть-чуть. Пусть пойдет, она нормально фаст выпадает. Только пошире дать, чтобы она по линии ударила, и все. Давай растянем чуть-чуть. Она приходит сюда почти в третью зону. Поехали.
Oh dear, more trouble for Russia, and off the back of the timeout, a double touch brings China level. Yan Ni delighted, the team delighted. Being having a chat with Zhu Ting and Sheng Jingxie about where they're going to be playing their defense. It almost worked. Picking up on the fact that Koshaleva likes to hit the ball in exactly that position. Zhu Ting, though, was a little late in terms of her positioning. She was stood upright, not down low enough. Lifted by Malova. That was a throw, but Russia get away with it. Cheva with a tip come throw to give Russia the point. Kostyanenko serves again. Oh, clever play from Sheng Jingxie. She's a back row player. Russia not paying attention to that fact. And she just, at the last second, got out the way to embarrass the Russian block. Watch this. Oh dear. Cheva doesn't get a swing that often through 4. When she does, she makes the most of it. Over the top of everybody. Some real venom in that one. And Koshaleva had a huge celebration after Cheva put the ball away. And he doesn't back it up with a serve. Shows there's still a bit of tension in Russia's play at the moment. Xiangling with the serve, so Zhu Ting's into the front row now for China. Looking to stop Cheva. She slows it down, but Lin Li can't keep it off the floor. Cespedes, the referee's got a camera on his head. Interesting view. All over with the serve. Oh, clever play. All over, still running into position as the ball is being played over the net. And I tell you, players, you don't fight for position. You fight to keep the ball off the floor. So as Chen Jingxi goes up, plays over, you've got to stand still. Jung Jing to serve. She hasn't done a lot through the middle at the moment. Good up, really good positioning. A great block from Russia's Zhu Ting, trying to hammer that one through the block, but not succeeding. 3 blocks put up, and it's right into the heart of it. Fedosova putting it down. That's 2 missed serves in a row for Russia. Great swing. What a swing from Shevin. That completely caught Zhu Ting by surprise. Somehow found a gap. Getting it past Yan Ni. Zhu Ting feeling the full force of it. One. Well, it's still in play. China were just about to celebrate. Really good swing from Malova, but out of position. And Marichev's going mental on the sideline. But what a chase that was from Malova. China thought it was all done and dusted, but it was when Zheng Chunlier had a second swing. China then 1 behind. Russia looking for side out to take them into the second technical timeout with a 2-point advantage. Which they do. Rushalova gets it off the block and down.
Давайте, так, съем. Еще. Конфликтная ситуация, в обе. Не. Вы просто, наоборот, вдвоем столкнитесь. Давай, я не было, я до этого всегда говорил, смотри, она зону уходит, если переходящий мяч, снизу сыграть надо. Вот такой отброс, потому что она уходит с зоны.
Хорошо, я поняла.
Да. Вот это вот смотри, просто, да, снизу, этот мяч можно снизу. Да. Там если смотришь, брось, а там зона, она уходит с первым темпом. Получается, приходящая группа опускает, только ты можешь сыграть.
Девки, давай!
Russia have engineered a position now where, with this 2-point advantage, if they can keep their side-out game working, they could side out to take the set. But China are going to go middle at every opportunity, so Russia know that they need to serve tough, and that in itself can add pressure. And we know that China have been serving well throughout this match. Oh, good pickup. Really well watched by the setter. It's another tough one, and again, oh, Kosciuszko allowed to throw the ball over for a second time. Zhang Changning will be getting a bit of a stare from Jenny Langping, allowing that to happen. It's a timeout called by China.
有点发不动啊，最近啊，他全到位啊。我们想办法啊，想办法发球再发好一点，好吧？
但是给到手都不要犹豫啊，就坚决攻一下。
好，
有。
好，我们的特质都有，要不然
真的有一下，真的有一直发力，一直发力。
哎，就拼篮防啊，
哎，有。
好，然后
感觉这么顶住就有啊，
两边都有。
哎，15号追他大小。
Oh, great blocking. Oliver was waiting for that one. That was a case of China trying to force the issue. Oliver doesn't have to jump high, her hands will be above the net. So Yan Ni in trouble. And China now in a little bit of trouble here. Kostyanenko with the serve. Free ball for China. Not a good rhythm set by Chen. However, it doesn't matter. Zhang Jiangning makes the block. So they don't let Russia get any further away at the moment. Totnicheva put down. What a block that is. And a good celebration as well. Over, not letting it hit the floor. And neither is Lin Li. What a pickup. Oh, cracking play. Both liberos showing their world-class skills. And the slide behind is dug as well. Odmid Cheva doesn't get it. Koshileva does, and she's put down. Oh, is that a game changer? As the momentum firmly swung back with China. What a block that was. However, Marichev is clutching at straws here, surely. There's a challenge coming. Maybe he saw someone either touch the net or a centerline violation. Those are the only two things that logically he could be asking for here. But also, he's got himself a timeout, hasn't he, without having to do anything. And he's given his team a breather on what was a pulsating rally. Well, the ball has hit the net. That's why the net was going up and down. Yeah, the ball hit the net, not the player. So the challenge is unsuccessful. China back to within one. Xing Chunlier with the serve. Not the best of rotations now for China, with Xingxi at the net. But that's a really good pickup. This could be a big point. But it's only rolled in. And it goes down. Russia take it. The opportunity was there for Zhang Jiangning to get the team level. And that's really when you want a player to go out after the ball and have a swing on it. However, that's not been the case. So, Koshileva with the deep breath, readies herself to serve. It's 2 in a row that she's missed now. Marichev says, forget it. Well, what you say to your players in that instance is, tell you what, make up for it now with a good pass. Get the ball in, and then you're back on track. Jiangning for China. Good serve. Good pick up. Shooting. Can't make the finish. Malova keeps it in play. Oh, well, what a block that was. China lining up 3 blockers in place to stop Koshileva. But a little bit of luck to go with it, to be fair, because look at that. It hits the top of the net, and then it should have been played by Koshileva. You've got to feel for her, because what else could she do? And unfortunately for her, it's hit her on the head. Oh dear. Oh, fantastic swing. Obniacheva finding that angle. What does Russia do now? Well, they're making a change. So across the back row comes in Pashinkova to serve, place him deep. Volleyball goes off. Oh, nice play, Zhuting, calm as you like. Goes block out. China back level. So into the action for the first time comes number 11, Zheng Xiaoya. Big moment for her. She does have a jump serve. Just the jump float this time. So no play is made by China. Russia gets side out. Sherban puts it away. Double substitution by Russia. Start saver goes back to serve. Malik comes on. Looks like they're going to serve at 5. And the ball down in between the two backcourt passes in Zhang Chengning and Chunye. But Russia unable to stop China from siding out. Piccadilly Circus down there at the moment for Russia. 5 substitutions used by them, just 1 left, should they need it. But China now have moved into their strongest rotation. Shen Jingxi back to serve. Can they make the most of it? Not quite. Block out. And Russia edge in front. Sherban to serve. Getting a serving target from Marichev. The ball in. Well watched by Zhuting. And she's saying, and just letting the referee know, I didn't go over the net. I just went up into the air. The ball hit me on my side, which is perfectly fine. Perfectly normal. China's side out. Marichev still pacing. Still knows his team are under the cosh here. Zhuting now with the serve. Well, they're getting touches, China. They're making the court look small. But that is a top swing, despite the fact that there was a touch. Russia having to play at the top level. So Russia now have used all their substitutions. No more allowed in this set. But they could have one more. And if you want to know, want to tell us why you think they could have one more, then get involved on Twitter, hashtag FIVBWW Oh, brilliant. China in trouble, but what do? Go block out from 4 to 4. Really good play. Frustration for Koshileva. A little bit of luck for China. Yanni with the serve. Russia looking to side out to get a set point. Oh, it's kept in play. Zhuting makes a great dig. But not at the second time of asking. Koshaleva has the swing with hardly any line to work with, but enough to put the ball down. And now it's set point for Russia. But China hot on their heels here. China sided out. If China sided out, we go 24 all. First to get two clear either takes the set if it's Russia, or takes the match if it's China. So Liang Ping calls timeout.
我打短平，2号定点啊，我
好吧，2位两边拉开，上保护啊，上保护，哎，上保护，哎，
这个球顶住啊！
Подождите,
я своим, скидываю руки в ход.
Да, если быстрый пайп, успей попробовать пайп, хорошо? Да. Давай, шестую зону в нее. Если сейчас...
So it's all about China's side out now. This is a key moment. They side this out, we go all square. And it's that two-point battle. And they're doing it the hard way here. And they can't do it. And Russia take the third set, 25-23. Game very much on here. But it doesn't matter whether it's 3-1, 3-0, 3-2. It's about the win. That's all that matters. The winner of this one is pretty much guaranteed. Well, I'll tell you now, if Russia win this, they will win the World Cup because they have Algeria to play. So that's what's left for Russia. So they win this game, they win the World Cup, and that means Serbia would most likely, well, Serbia would finish second. They've just beaten Kenya, and I think they have Peru possibly next to play, but it's a game that Serbia are going to win. But if China win this, then it's still not over for Russia. They have to play Japan in their last game, and if China were to win that, then it'd be Serbia. If Japan were to win that, then you could have an interesting mathematical situation where you've got Russia with 2 losses, China with 2 losses, and potentially even Japan or Japan or the US with 2 losses. Let's have a look at the highlights.
Береги свои ошибки. Ошибки голосом, только голосом они сокращаются. Я почему-то задание не даю на подачу. Есть нормально. Ее еще, да, она у тебя непонятно куда полетит. Вот. А когда начинаешь ты искать, поэтому тебя все, она сама разлетится в правую влево.
set. Their side at Russia with a really good third set. Wanted. So the ball off the blocking plate, all over goes back. Goes out and comes in. All over, getting ready to serve again. Great serving from China to bounce back into this one. Obnicheva's not had perhaps the best of matches, but still, when required, she's delivered. So point for point. Just like every point's a match winner, isn't it? Oh, a little bit of afters as well from Jing Chunlier, just looking at Kostyanenko as she celebrated that one. It doesn't help matters though, Zhu Ting unable to get the ball over. Malova thought about it, and because Malova started running, everyone else just stopped, Sherban included. And you see the libero going after the ball, and Jimmy Chin to let him get on with it. off the, well, not off the block and out, but there's going to be a challenge. Koshileva thinks it was off the block. You can't really bluff the referees anymore unless you know that the other team doesn't have a challenge. Oh, didn't touch anyone, did it? So an unsuccessful challenge, Koshileva with a wry smile. Russia down one challenge now, just one left in this set. And these serve. So Cheva again. She makes it look so easy. Big number 8 for Russia. Coming in, splitting the block, putting it down in front of Zhu Ting, as if she'd taken off from the front row. Fetisova. Oh, good block out, lovely set from Zheng Jingxi, and at the technical timeout, China have the edge. Well, just to give you an idea of how well the setters are distributing the ball, Cheva, who's the go-to hitter for Russia, has only scored 10 points so far. It's been the two outside hitters. Koshileva 15, she gets herself another one with 19 points, and number 1 Sherban's got 13 points. It's quite a different story for China. That's a really good swing, isn't it? And the mismatch being exploited. Shooting 24 points for her so far in the match. And again, Kosinenko serving over a big stack, making it almost impossible for China to see the ball. And it's in the spirit of fair play. How fair is it? I suppose you could argue China could do the same if they wanted to. Zhu Ting. Oh no, that ball didn't hit the floor, so there's going to be a let here, unfortunately, as far as China are concerned, or maybe positively actually, because it was advantage to Russia. The first referee thought the ball hit the floor, actually hit the leg of Lin Li, didn't it? And then was kept in play. So very quickly, first ref apologises, calls for a do-over. It's a let. Kosinenko serves again. Good covering. Oh dear me, what was going on there with China? Really good cover from Zheng Chunlier, and then no one else wanted to play the ball. Brilliant pickup. And really, it should have been Ren Zhongjing to play it. Koshileva gets the point. And Russia make hay while the sun shines. They lead by 2. Liu Xiaotong is put down. Substitution. In comes the very tall Yuan Xinyue to replace Yang Junjing. Zhu on the backcourt pipe does the business. Movement opening up the holes. Into the block and then into the antenna, so Russia have the point. Good introduction to the game for Yuan Xinyue. Xinjingxi getting her into the action very quickly, all over, nowhere to be seen. So Livingston looking to back it up with a serve. Oh, she's done that. What an introduction to the game for her. First the point on the C-Quick and now an ace. It's just made things interesting. Oh, very interesting. Another ace serve for China. And now they are level and Russia called timeout. Sheban and Malova, well, they need to talk to each other.
И Яна может принять, и ты можешь принять.
Вы молодцы, девочки, все хорошо. Давай, 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 пошли. Эй, прием, съем. Нормально. Договоритесь. Давай, давай. Пошли, давай, давай, давай.
Once again. Manova this time takes control. And to release Sheban to go and hit. And she's side out and edge in front. One thing China haven't been able to do for the last set and up to this point is get a lead. This hasn't been an issue. They've been able to get level, but it's now just kind of edging in front of Russia. They haven't done. I think if they can manage that, that could spell the end for Russia. This one is on a knife edge, isn't it? Really good dig by Zhu Ting. Soninko has to put it up in the air, so this one's dug. Miacheva will have a swing. Oh, great play, and it lands on the floor in court. It's Miacheva with the tip. And somehow, Russia get the side out. Close to the 3-meter line. However, no challenge coming. Russia take the point. from shooting. It's one after another, isn't it? But the trouble is for China, they're starting to rely on it more and more heavily. But with that mismatch, that's fine. Against Kosinenko, you're going to go to Zhu Ting all day long. Free ball for China. Well, they don't take advantage, Russia do. And at the technical timeout, it's Russia leading by 2.
Чуть-чуть. Можно стать чуть-чуть подальше, потому что немножко высоковато мяч идет. Все, спокойно, давай.
Давай, молодцы, еще.
Поехали.
Давай!
The body language has definitely changed for Russia. They are in a confident mood, you can see that. China got left in reserve here. They're able to come back and take this one, or are we heading to a decider? It looks like we are heading to a decider, doesn't it? But anything could happen. Anything probably will happen. Something's happened for China. Well, Shen Jingxi knew nothing about that. Just ripping into that ball. Really good swing by Koshileva. Nice. Hey, quick works for China. They've not used much of the middle. Successful. Oh, what a block that is. Straight back into the face of Koshileva, who's going to be rubbing her nose. And she got a good look at that one, didn't she? This time, she puts it away. Very good play by Kosinenko to go back to Koshileva after she got blocked. Very quickly, getting her back in, getting her confidence up. Kosinenko with the serve. So carry called against Rivero as it rolled all the way up her arms. Double substitution by China. Ding Xia comes in, Liu Yanhan comes in. Ding Xia now into the back row to set. Liu Yanhan is the opposite player. China trying to turn it round. Good up by Kostyanenko. Oh, good play from Lin Li. Now Liu Yanhan under a bit of pressure. That's her first swing of the match. Another good pick-up from the libero. Oh, awesome play. What a rally this is. Free ball now for China. 3 front row attackers available. And it's the middle attack that gets the ball on the floor. China back to it in 1. The ball is in on the sideline. China think it's out. They're going to have to think again. Although, actually, the referee said it was out. It looked in on the long line. So the challenge coming. Are we 19 all, or are we 20-18 in favour of Russia? That's what the outcome will be, one or the other. Well, both teams are giving it absolutely everything here, aren't they, in their bid to win this one. Oh my goodness me. It is given as out. Well, I wonder how much of that was for dramatic effect, because that must have been what it was. That was less than a millimetre. Another tough serve from China. Yeah, Obniacheva with a really fast arm gets it off the blocking out. But still, it's the same position here for China. They've yet to be able to engineer a lead in this one. Well, the serve was easy. It meant China could run the middle. And that's exactly what they did. Oh, good hustle. Great pickup. Zhu Ting will have a swing. And that's back off the shoulder of Liu Yanhan, would you believe it? And now Koshileva can't handle the ball. Roll shot. Best chance now for China in this rally. And they've taken it. The ball lands in. And China at last get a lead. Right when they needed it. Ding Xia giving it everything. And then it's Zhu Ting just off a one-step run-up. It touches the block on its way past Malova anyway. Wow, what a game. What a game. So it's advantage here with China. They need to keep their cool. Russia have kept their cool throughout this one, and it's the last set and this one. But now they find themselves behind. Oh, still, it's in play. Great work by Obniacheva. Ding Xia goes to the middle, and what a time to go to the middle. Really brave set by Ding Xia. She had the courage to go middle in transition. And China now with a 2-point lead. Wow, this just seems to get better and better with every point that we're watching. Unbelievable! Ogmiacheva is put down. 3 points in a row for China. They're 2 away from victory here. There was a bit of line for Ogmiacheva, but she wanted cross court and China said no. More trouble here for Russia. Oh dear. Well, straight through the nets by Sherban. And it's now match point for China. And, well, the game has just crumbled around the ears of Russia. Many people were predicting this could go to 5. China have had other ideas here. And it's all over! China have done it! It's a massive victory for them! Russia are beaten. And that is huge. And Russia know the significance.